This is the Mr. Mike Agostinho, and you're listening to the Mr. Benfica Podcast channel. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. The crew is back. The whole Seleção is here, and we're talking about the World Cup Quarterfinals. We got a lot to talk about. In addition to the World Cup Quarterfinals, we've got a new manager, guys, so we're going to talk about that as well. And, I mean, why don't we start with one of our favorites, right? Someone we know very well. Mr. João Pinheiro was center.
He gets a lot of coverage
on Saturday night
basis.
He has
on the Tuga Tuesday podcast.
Yes, he sure does. And he was definitely at the center of the stage on Saturday night.
Yes, yeah.
Argentina and Switzerland. We'll go out of order. We'll start with that game.
Sure.
Who wants to go first and talk about Argentina, Switzerland, or go right to João Pinheiro?
I'll go ahead. I'll get it out.
Go ahead, Mauricio.
Sure.
The Switzerland put up more of a game than I thought. I give them credit.
Yes.
It seemed like with that second goal, their first goal, the second goal of the game, they were starting to get momentum in that second half.
Yes,
they
did. Yes.
For the first time, Argentina looked fatigued and tired.
Yeah.
It looked like finally the conditions and also just playing the same players all these games was starting to wear down on them. And it looked like they were sitting that second half just hoping to get out of there with the 1-0. And then I'll go into right now with the card. I understand the first yellow. Is that a yellow for Embolo on the first tackle? I agree it is. That is a yellow. He was late. He went in crazy.
Yeah.
I totally agree with Pinheiro there.
Yeah.
Now we go into the one where he got the second yellow and the red. And I'll be honest with you, I actually don't have a problem with Pinheiro.
Me either.
The problem I have is the Swiss, the guy diving the way that you dove really
It's
bad,
on him,
man.
Yeah, it's on him.
Really bad. And the thing is, that's the protocol now to flip it. And they were kind of going at Pinheiro. But listen, no one told them to go get that first yellow on that late tackle on a ball that you had no right even going after the guy for.
Correct.
So I kind of don't have anything. Like, he had his little tidbits here and there throughout the game where Swiss were learning what we know about Pinheiro in the Portuguese league and the frustrations that you have. But in regards to that game changer in the game, I don't have anything wrong about
that. That changed the game. It did.
It did change the game.
It changed the game.
I put most of the responsibility on Embolo for diving when he knew he was on the yellow card. I mean, especially in this age of VAR, you know they're going to review it. So
right.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, the only thing I to add my 2 cents in there, it's just, I'm looking at the context of the situation where this is the quarterfinals of the World Cup. The guy was already on a yellow. The second yellow on the simulation in the midfield. I don't know. I think that it's taking that into account. I mean, if it was in the box and he's trying to sell a penalty, I could see that. But a second yellow for a simulation in the midfield in quarterfinals of the World Cup, again, if it is the protocol, it's the protocol. But I would have liked to have seen this 11v11, taken into account, like Mauricio said, there was real momentum after that second goal. They were struggling with Danadoy. They were really struggling with Danadoy. Danadoy was coming down that left side, and he was causing a lot of problems. Outside from the goal, he did look very threatening. Switzerland at that point was on top of the game. So it would have been curious to see how this whole thing would have worked out. And again, this is also something new for this World Cup, I believe, because. Prior to that, you couldn't review the yellow card. To Paredes. That was there was just not a reviewable thing for for the VAR. So again, the VAR again ended up playing a role in this game.
Mhm.
It's played a role in other games as well, this World Cup.
Yeah, for sure.
That's something that we rail against on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
We don't like the weaponization of VAR that we see in the Portuguese Superliga. To be honest with you, we're seeing it here. So we're seeing it, quite a bit. Again, kudos to the Premier League. I think they used the VAR brilliantly. I was hoping that competitions like this would take their cues from them. But no, I mean, again, this is just it's the VAR. It's selective VAR. It's I don't like it in the Portuguese Superliga. I don't like it in the World Cup either. That's my take on it, guys.
I guess the only thing too, Mikey, is just before you chime in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why you didn't give out a card really throughout that game? You let a lot of stuff go.
Yeah.
And you decided to show the yellow to Paredes, which looked kind of light at that moment. It's almost like
that's actually I think what creates the whole problem is that he showed
if you didn't give him a yellow card, it wouldn't have been reviewed.
It wouldn't,
right.
And Bolo would have just been they would have given it a foul erroneously, which happens all the time in every game. In every game that's ever played, there's a foul that was called that's not really a foul.
Right.
And then we would have continued to play on. It would have been 11v11. But the fact that he gave him a yellow card when he shouldn't have given him a yellow card in the first place is what that's what ended up causing this whole thing, and ended up changing the trajectory of the game.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, because this is new. This mistaken identity rule is brand new.
Mistaken identity, yeah.
So I don't really we haven't seen it play out for very long, so I'm not 100% sure. He may be required to give the card once it's reviewed.
That's the thing.
Because the card was shown.
If it's a protocol thing and he has to get it, it is what it is.
The telecast, I think, was asking that.
Yeah, they were asking Clattenburg, weren't they?
Yeah. I know. Because I know I sort of agreed with Clattenburg, who said, this is a pretty harsh second yellow.
Yeah.
If it was the first yellow, okay, but this, you're bringing the team down to 10 men in the World Cup quarterfinals or something like that. It's just, it was tough to see.
And like Derek is saying, but a lot of times when you see a dive in the box, where a lot of the strikers do, a lot of times they really don't get the card,
and they don't get the card.
It's a dive.
Right.
I've seen tons of simulations that don't get cards.
Right. So I'm kind of confused why this mistaken identity is an automatic yellow. I think
it's because he booked Paredes when he didn't foul him. I think that's where the mistaken identity plays in.
Yeah.
And I don't know. If there's a referee watching, they can probably help us with that. Although this is so new that most referees...
If it's like compulsory, you have to give
because to call it mistaken identity, I guess means you gave the card to the wrong person, is how I'm understanding it.
That's
So, so perhaps he has to move the card from one guy to the other. I don't know for sure, but that would explain it, because otherwise, this is kind of a play on. This is a get up, not a here's a yellow card for simulation. Because you see referees do that too. They just go like this and tell them to get up sometimes.
Just get up, absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Especially like you said, Derek, in the middle of the pitch, not near the goal, not near a dangerous area.
No.
You don't normally see a yellow card for simulation in that part of the
in that area of the pitch. Yeah.
And Derek's right. I think Embolo was running towards the sideline. It wasn't even going in the middle of the field. He wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah. No, it was the bone. Don't get me wrong. It was the boneheaded play on his part. There was no need for it.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no need for it. But I still feel it was harsh. That's just how I feel.
I think that's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. I think
that's a fair
because I mean, who knows what would have happened? But I mean, at the end of the day, it just appears here that the powers that be are getting what they want. Aside from like the United States being it, I know they would have loved to have the United States in this semifinal.
Right.
The ratings would have exploded.
Exactly.
But now you got all big market teams, and you have Leo Messi, and
you got Messi, you've got England, you've got France, and you've got Spain.
They
couldn't have asked for.
I don't want to take away from that goal though, that Alvarez shot.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
It was a brilliant strike.
Don't you wish one of Portugal's players would have taken a shot like that at some point?
It was a brilliant strike. The problem with the Portuguese players is they didn't want to take a shot. They wanted to get the ball into Ronaldo.
Because that's how you beat a low block. You shoot.
You shoot.
And you pull them out that way.
Right.
and
No,
eventually the space opens up.
Yeah, yeah. You don't look to cross it into a box where you have 4 or 5 defenders.
Right. Or try to combine
Yeah.
ticky-tack passes all the way into the
Yeah.
goal. And
You have to shoot, and Portugal has its fair share of shooters.
yeah, of course, they just don't pull the
I
trigger.
mean, Bruno Fernandes. We've
Right.
seen
Yeah,
Bruno
we've
Fernandes
seen it. We've seen it.
strikes all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Spain showed you why you shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Same
Exactly.
thing with England.
Yeah.
That was
in England too. Right.
The games were decided on goalkeeping errors.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both games. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. I think that Lionel Messi was quiet in this game too.
Yeah,
he really didn't get much accomplished for the most part.
Yeah.
I think did he have an assist in the first goal? He might have, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think,
but,
yeah.
Oh, he took the corner kick.
He took the corner kick.
He took the
right.
corner kick. Yeah. And I don't know how.
But overall,
I just
don't
understand.
you're waiting.
The Swiss team is so physically imposing, and you let McAllister score off a header.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
There was definitely a breakdown somewhere there in the defensive spacing, and McAllister gets on the end, and Argentina keeps finding the way. They are like those champions that continue. They remind me of like here in the U.S. when you have the March Madness and the previous champion shouldn't be there anymore, but they keep finding a way to go one round to the next round to the next round.
To be honest with you guys, this reminds me of my first World Cup that I remember. This is Italian 90 all over again.
Yeah,
Argentina is just
Argentina,
finding
exactly.
these
That's
ways.
what I'm thinking of. Yeah,
I'm thinking like the Brazil game of the second round, that 1-0 game where Brazil was better.
Yeah.
Then there was the penalties with Yugoslavia. I remember that because the goalie for Yugoslavia was Sporting's goalie, was Ivkovic.
Yeah.
And I'm freaking 10 years old. I still remember it. Like
the semifinal with Italy. It's like,
and then the semifinals with Italy. Italy hadn't conceded a goal the entire tournament,
right,
and then Caniggia tied the game, and then it went to penalties. Again, Argentina were second best in all these games.
Yeah.
They found a way to get to the final, and that's where they finally met their end.
That's exact, because I rewatched that tournament not too long ago, or parts of that tournament not too long. And you're right. That's exactly what this felt familiar, and you just hit the nail on the head of where I'm remembering this from.
Yeah.
Because you're waiting for this run to end at this point. You can see they just keep finding a way to go one more round, and then you think the next opponent's just going to be too much.
Yeah. No, I understand.
But now they're playing the big boys. They've avoided the upper echelon.
Oh, the road was paved with gold.
Yes, right. And now
the easiest run to the semifinals that you'll ever see.
Yeah. And now how much gas is left in Messi's tank? He is 38 years old. He has played, if not all of the minutes, most of them.
Yeah, they had 2 extra time games. Yep.
He doesn't play this many games in succession in the MLS, much less at the World Cup.
Yeah, of course.
You don't. We haven't seen in a long time him play this many minutes, one after the other. And I think it started to show on Saturday a little bit. He was a little more human.
In
that match.
He wasn't that much of a factor. Yeah.
But give credit where it's due. The other guys came up.
Yeah.
Alvarez and then Lautaro Martinez. It's like they just keep finding a way.
You can liken 2022 to 1986 when Argentina was by far the best team in the tournament. Yeah, and I'm willing to admit that they were the best team in 2022. They outplayed France big time in the final. France were very fortunate. And France almost won it at the end, but
they had a
France were very
fortunate
Mbappe
that kept it close. Otherwise,
yeah. So, but again, and this is 1990. This is
it does feel that way. Yeah,
struggling and finding ways to win. Yeah, it's a much different feel. It is.
Yeah, it really is. It's interesting to see how they do now here in the semifinals
with England. Yes, yeah.
And how ready is Emiliano Martinez? He hasn't really been tested too much. I mean, he's conceded, but we haven't seen too many huge saves from him like we saw in 2022 in the final. You remember that huge save he made right before right before the end of extra time? Yeah, against Colo. Exactly.
It could have won the game. Yeah.
It could have won the game, and he was there. I'm wondering if he still got that in him at this stage.
Yeah. Well, find out. I don't think he had that great of a year with Aston Villa. So
no, he didn't.
He didn't.
So yeah, we'll see. we'll see how it goes. I mean, they're now gonna finally go up against a heavyweight contender.
Yeah, they really are.
But that's. I mean, we could segue into the England game. I mean, that was a very controversial game in my opinion.
Yeah,
the goal shouldn't have counted. I mean,
exactly. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, the goal shouldn't have counted. I mean, it was essentially an assist.
Yeah, it's the inconsistency we continue to point out and complain about. The VAR, and now the chip in the ball is inconsistent because we can all see that trajectory changed on that ball. Yeah, FIFA's saying it didn't. You can see the ball hit the cable. It comes straight down.
Yeah,
the ball
and that started their counterattack.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And I think it was there were 2 passes and they were in.
The 2 passes and it was a goal. Yeah,
it was very quick, and credit to them for doing that and catching them off guard. But
but I just don't like that they came out with a statement right away saying it didn't hit the wire. We have replays. Like, they keep showing it. It hit the wire.
Exactly. We're seeing it. Don't tell us our eyes are lying to us.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
A ball does not have an arc like this and then suddenly goes straight down. Even my remedial physics and geometry understands that,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. England were very fortunate.
Yes.
England were very fortunate. And you saw, after you saw Tuchel's interview after the game, he was very frustrated. He conceded the fact that they were lucky.
Yeah.
And maybe he was aware of that ball hitting the cable. And that probably added to his frustration. He's probably thinking to himself, damn, we really should not be here right now.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, Norway had their chances. I mean,
they sure did.
They did.
Crossbar. They had the goal that was called off, and then Sorloth, I think Sorloth was feeling the pressure of the fact that he hadn't scored yet in the entire World Cup.
Yeah.
I think that played into it. But I mean, when you have Haaland,
you give him the ball.
Yeah.
If you have to give him the ball, you got to think of your team. I mean,
he's the best pure goal scorer in the world. Like, as far as
by far, yeah. He's such a clinical finisher.
Yeah.
I mean, at 2-0, this game becomes very difficult.
Yes.
It really would have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my boy Sheldrup got on the score sheet and everything. I was
with
nice
goal, absolutely gorgeous goal.
It was a gorgeous goal. He put it in the far post. There was no goalkeeper saving that.
Unsavable. Yeah.
And for a moment there, and for a while, Norway looked like they were gonna take this match, by the horns and really take off with it. But again, do we want to talk about the decision to overturn that goal? I mean, that was frustrating because I think by the rules it's the right call, but
by
we
the
don't want
rules,
to
but
see
the guy
those
milked
goals
it.
called back.
But he milked it too a lot.
He milked it. That's the frustrating part.
Again, we'll bring it up the clear and obvious.
Obvious, yes. Which I know in the Portuguese league, there's no such thing. It's
there's no such thing, and I think in this World Cup, there's no such thing.
I'm surprised they are kind of holding it to that standard that we're used to seeing in the Liga Portugal versus what we see in the top leagues, where they let the referee, and if you get something wildly wrong, then the VAR intervenes here.
I guess when I was looking at it, did Haaland play a part in the goal? Like, did he head the ball or anything? Like, that's my other thing is, all right, you're going to push it back for a foul, but was he even involved in the play?
Well, did you see what they did? They retook the corner kick because it happened before the ball was even played in.
Okay.
Which I found kind of interesting.
That was interesting. Yes, it was.
Because it's a foul.
Like the penalty, like we'll do similar. Like the Renato Vega and Croatia game.
Yeah.
He was going to score and he got drugged down. Like he's part of that corner.
Yes.
It's obvious that's a penalty. Haaland, I feel like he wasn't even in the play. Even if he put that guy down.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Whatever.
I guess what the VAR was saying was before the kick was taken, there was
right.
But that's weird because when that happens in live play, the referee just tells them both to knock it off and you proceed with the kick. Here we overturned the goal and then we took the kick over, which I don't know that I've ever seen that before.
No, I hadn't seen that before either.
But listen, kudos to Bellingham. I think this is the best I've seen him play.
I was going to mention him next.
This is how he should play. We all know how good he is.
Yeah,
He's really showing it right now.
I think
he's
he
showing
has
it right now.
taken,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
he's taken the mantle from Harry Kane. I think he is
Yes.
the leader now on England as far as from his
Oh,
play. And,
yeah.
and the guy who's going to put the team on his back right now is Jude Bellingham. And
It is.
this is the best I've ever seen him play. And,
Against Mexico now this game.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
4 goals in 2 games. I mean, in
And
tough
I
conditions.
think he had a pretty quiet year for Real Madrid. He wasn't.
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't the same Bellingham from the year prior. So
no.
Right.
yeah, he's really stepped up.
He did it in altitude, and now he did it in heat and humidity. I mean, these are the things that
essential.
usually kill England. This
Yeah.
is England's, kryptonite normally is conditions that are not favorable. They don't adapt well to other climates. And now you've got this guy. He's like an 18-wheeler just carrying the team.
Yeah. Really is.
And I mean, he's playing
brilliant.
out of his mind right now. He's just in the right place too. I know we can talk about goalkeeping errors as well, because I don't know, that rebound on the second goal, the goalie saves it with like his chest or something, but
it looked like he was trying to catch it.
Yeah. And he just
it looked like he was trying to catch it. And I mean, like, you need to be 110% sure you're going to catch it. That's just the way this would go. You need to be. If you're 99% sure, you got to punch it. And he tried to catch it.
And listen,
it went through his hands.
Yeah, and after the game, you saw his emotion. You already knew.
Oh yeah,
he already knew.
Yeah.
And Derek's right. He tried to catch it.
Yeah.
He just didn't come up with it.
Yeah, it came off the ground and got more speed, and he didn't adjust to it, and he couldn't get his hands onto it, and it just fell into the perfect spot and credit to Bellingham for following the shot too. He knew where that rebound was going to fall, and then his touch. That touch was very well taken to put it into the goal. We've seen players smash that over the net. We've seen him hit the goalie when they're on the. He hits it perfectly so that it goes into the net, and it's coming back at him at a decent pace. So that was a little. I think that goal was a little harder.
He showed tremendous poise.
Yeah.
I mean, and plus defenders, you saw it too in the Belgian game. Defenders have to be aware. They have to anticipate that kind of stuff. And, if they hesitate, stuff like that happens. Go on a rebound, which is. Yeah. In extra time, it's fatal. Yeah. But it's England, Argentina.
It's England, Argentina. That's what FIFA wanted. It's what the broadcast.
I mean, I think this one's got extra time written all over it too.
Yeah.
That's Wednesdays. Yeah. That's the later game too. That's the 5 p.m. game.
Okay.
So,
all right.
They don't play at 3 p.m. in Miami, so I've noticed whenever it's in Miami, it's a later kickoff weather-wise. And usually 3 p.m. is prime time for a thunderstorm in Miami. So they've scheduled around the daily.
That's a good move,
which has worked. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How about the substitutes that came in there for England? Eze and I'm forgetting the other one's name. What was it? Spence. They came in and they
were fantastic.
They were fantastic. I thought
they
really brought energy to an England team that desperately needed it, and they're very good on the dribble. They're very good on the dribble. But again, we can talk consistency. We just talked about inconsistency. We talked about how Embolo was sent off for diving. Here we have a penalty kick overturned, and there's no card for the simulation on it.
Exactly.
I guess it was a rule that he fell, naturally without being fouled. There was a slip. I don't know. But these are things that FIFA really needs to clarify. And IFAB, the Referees Association, needs to clarify, because we are seeing some inconsistency from one match to another, from one set of referees to another.
Yeah. He provoked the contact.
Of course, he initiated.
He's the one that put his foot out to provoke the contact.
Right.
We could make the argument this might be more of a yellow card than the other one for that reason. He's literally initiating the contact to draw a penalty. His intention is to draw a penalty here.
Yeah.
And
again, here we go again. It's just I mean, ideally the VAR would you'd have minimal intervention from the VAR. Minimal VAR, but it's. But it's in the Portuguese Super League, the VAR is center stage, and you don't want
the VAR is the referee.
Where it's like you're starting to see elements of that here in this cup, and I'm sad to see it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I agree. And the referees, I know it's not easy to be a referee, and there's a lot of pressure, but it's a heck of a lot easier now, because even if you mess it up, you have the VAR, but they're not making the call. They're letting the camera decide. They're making the decision from the screen instead of from live play, which is what's FIFA's gotten itself in trouble with this already.
Yeah.
I mean, the Balogun whole thing is because they didn't review it properly. They slowed it down. They didn't watch it in live speed. And now here, you're applying one set of rules in one game, and then 2 hours earlier, it's a different set of rules.
Right.
And this is what we can't have.
Yeah. No, I mean, and look at in the Egypt game, there were two set of rules within the same game.
Exactly. Exactly. So, I think I know the answer, but if that cable leads to a Norway goal, do we think that goal stands? I don't think so. I have a hard time.
We don't know anymore.
This has
been so surreal. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we're talking more about the refereeing now post VAR than we were prior to the VAR.
We're getting there now. Yeah, we're getting there.
Just like
it's just instead of the referee's call, we're disputing his interpretation of what he saw on the screen.
Yeah.
Right.
Instead of what he saw live. But yeah, we've just taken the argument from over here and put it over here, basically.
Yeah.
And now there's more refs involved. And now there's a whole, there's a whole VAR crew. And whether or not they even call the referee to the screen is a whole nother argument, which we've seen in the Portuguese league when they conveniently don't call the referee to the screen, mostly in the north. But
yeah. August 8th, right? That's first game. So it's around the corner, man.
How?
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that.
I know it's coming, man. It'll be here fast. Yeah.
Although not to go off topic.
We got Celtic on the 14th, so which is tomorrow. So we got Celtic tomorrow.
Off topic. I just watched Flamengo play Benfica in what to them looked like a Copa Libertadores final.
I saw the game.
I've never seen such a crowd and such an effort in a preseason friendly like I saw from Flamengo on Saturday. I mean, it was hard fouls and they're hissing every time that Bresciani touches the ball. They're doing the Vinny Jr. dance in a friendly. It's like,
oh damn!
We
should do like a preseason podcast.
Yeah, right.
This has been a hell of a preseason, man.
Yeah, it really has.
Yo, man, I never seen so many Brazilians in Algarve in my life. Never seen so many, dude.
It was a home game for them, and
I'll say one thing: they travel.
They travel. If they were anywhere within distance to get there, they went there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big tennis guy as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they got the new guy from Brazil, João Fonseca.
Okay.
Every match that guy's in, it's a
travel.
home match. It doesn't matter where. It's a home match. It could be in Europe. It's a home match. They travel.
Yeah, they do.
They travel.
I remember being a kid.
They're heavily supported.
I remember being a kid. It was the 1992 Olympics.
Yeah.
And it's something about advancing in volley. It was men's volleyball, but it was the USA against Japan. But Brazil needed a certain result, and their fans filled the pavilion. And we're rooting for which I don't even remember which team, but it was all Brazilian flags and yellow. They were cheering.
Yeah,
and I remember finding it funny because Brazil wasn't playing, but their fans were there.
I know people are they're passionate about football. They're passionate about sport.
Everything.
Yeah.
They're passionate
about sport.
It can be basketball. They had fans at the bobsled at the Olympics this winter. I mean, they had 2 bobsled teams. I mean, yeah. You can't knock them for their passion.
No,
you can't.
Whether or not they're rational is a different story
sometimes.
Different. Because they don't understand a friendly. Every match is live or die for them.
Yeah.
And Argentinians are the same way. Every match is life or death, and they go into every it's very hot blooded. And they don't sit, they stand. So if you're going to a game, you're going to stand if you want to see. Because everyone in that Stadio do Algarve was standing. There was no other option, which is good. I wish Portuguese fans had a little more of that in them too. But
maybe we wouldn't have these games where 900 people show up.
You're right. You would enjoy the game, and it'd be an experience. And by itself, it wouldn't even matter, so much how the play on the field is if you're enjoying yourself in the stands.
Of course,
but we don't have any of that. We like to criticize on the internet, and we like to go to the internet and criticize our own team, much less support our team. But
yeah.
neither here
It's
nor
very cynical. It is very cynical.
very cynical. It just seems to get worse too as time goes on. The internet has really amplified the voices of those cynics and those negatives.
Yeah.
I mean, they're faceless, they're nameless, but they don't stop tweeting. They don't stop posting.
No. No, I mean,
and they're waiting.
It's present company included, man. The sporting will drive me up a freaking wall.
Yeah.
I'm happy we didn't have a podcast after the TASA final because that would have probably led to, some damage. Yeah.
Yo, after that TASA final, my cousin played for Torrens. What do you think he dropped at my house the next day? A jersey. I have the jersey upstairs.
Right?
Yeah. He dropped me his jersey, the practice jersey. Torrens, it's upstairs. He dropped it off.
That's got to be one of the greatest humiliations in in the club's history, 120-year history.
Yes.
I just want to pretend it didn't happen.
Right. Exactly.
But it did. It did.
It landed Benfica in the Europa League too. It's not in the Europa League. Sorry,
I know it ruined a lot of things. Think about it.
I think a lot of things.
It dropped Braga to the Conference League, right? So
that in the end might land more points for the league though, with Braga in the Conference League now.
Yeah.
So
it's a shame for a team like Famalicão.
That's who really loses.
A team that's been knocking on Europe's doorstep for so long.
And they thought they'd finally done it.
And then
it
miracle
was out of
humiliating loss,
Right.
Oh well.
All right, let's move on to the other quarterfinals then before we talk about
Spain, Belgium on this one.
We got Spain, Belgium, and Spain do it again. But Belgium hung in more than I thought they would. I actually thought Spain were going to play.
Yeah, I thought so too. Wow, Belgium's really showing us that you can get a lot better after Martinez leaves.
It's improving our outlook for the next cycle, right?
Yeah,
so
a great run for Belgium.
So I don't think fire them.
I don't think people expected them to make the quarterfinals.
No.
I think they're a vastly inferior team to what they were in 2022 and what they were in 2018.
Especially 18,
Here they are. They forced extra time. So they were, they were just a few minutes away from, going to penalties. And that would have been
who knows what happens with Courtois and goals and penalties. I'd kick my chances.
Yeah, but no, I think that's what ended up losing them the game was Courtois getting hurt.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's right. He got hurt.
I think that ended up losing because that was a to defend Layman's, who is the starting goalie for Man United. So your backup's the starter for Man United, not bad. But he had not seen a minute of action. Mm-hmm. He gets called in with 20 minutes to go. I think the guy he comes in totally cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that played a factor in why he spilled that ball, which again led to the winning. It just sucks because it leads to the winning goal.
Yeah,
that decides the whole thing.
Mikel Merino again.
He's the talisman, I guess. Sir.
He plays about 20 minutes a match and he scores. It's like he's got more knockout goals than Cristiano Ronaldo now. Actually, he has more World Cup goals than Cristiano Ronaldo. Excuse me. He just went ahead of him with that goal, and he's a substitute.
And he always comes in after. He comes in always after the 80th minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
listen,
as far as the game when it was,
of course.
Spain's been playing well. And like Derek just said, I didn't expect Belgium really put up a fight. Listen, not only Courtois, they lost Tielemans in the warm-up, and he was playing great.
That was massive.
That's a huge loss.
And now he's on his way to Man United.
Yep. And
it's a huge pickup.
Yeah. So listen, Belgium, I thought they held their own.
Yep.
With everything, it's just a shame that Courtois, because who knows what could have led or what could have happened if he stayed in the game.
Sure.
Yeah. You feel very confident he'd make that save.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then at that point, if you go to penalties, I'd love to have a guy like Courtois in net.
Oh, of course.
With like his imposing size and his experience. So I mean, I do think Spain were the better team. I thought Spain were dominating the play as we expected.
They're incredibly consistent. Incredibly consistent.
Yeah. So I mean, I think they were the better team. At the end of the day, the best team won. But I mean, heck, I thought Colombia played better than Switzerland, but it went to penalties, and saw what happened.
But again, Belgium showed
football.
Portugal. Showed Portugal. You play a ball in the box, see what can happen. Stop just shoot, play a ball. Look, you get a header in there. Things could happen. Watching these games more and more makes me even more frustrated on my team.
Yeah.
It's just, but listen, they held their own. But Belgium did everything the right way. They bring Lukaku off the bench. They're starting different guys. They're trying to keep the team fresh.
Yeah.
People don't talk about the boss didn't play all tournament. He's another defender they could use back there, and they didn't. And he went to the tournament injured, and he's probably still injured even now.
Yeah.
That's probably why he didn't play.
And there was a whole thing about his fitness leading up to this game because they thought he was. Spartan even got into it with them and said that I don't think
he's not.
Is.
Yeah, that
he's not. Yeah. So listen, I give them credit with the team that they had and just also to their coach because I think he played the team the right way. That USA game, this game,
he certainly outcoached Martinez. I mean,
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. This guy did show that he has credentials. He
absolutely.
He proved a lot. He proved some points in this World Cup. Absolutely.
Yeah, he definitely raised his stock. Whether or not he's staying with Belgium, I don't know, but he's shown he can manage the big match.
Yeah.
And I mean, where was he at Leon a while back? Is that where we remember him from? I know he was in Saudi Arabia recently.
He was Lille. I thought he had a lot of success with Lille.
Maybe it was Lille. Okay.
I thought he had a lot of success with Lille. Then he he was at Roma.
Because I remember his name, but
I think he had a couple of second place finishes at Roma.
Yeah, he was in Saudi Arabia. He was at Al Nassr before Jesus, right?
Yeah. He may have coached Olympique Marseille too. I mean, so he has quite a
maybe that's I think
when
they knocked Benfica out of the Europa League. I think he was coaching them, if I'm not mistaken. I remember that name. So
yeah. I mean, he has quite a CV.
Yeah, he sure does.
And I think this only helped his stock. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then that leaves us with one
France.
other quarterfinal with France and France and Morocco. This was the match I was most looking forward to. And it was the first one, but France is just so good. Even when they're off, they're just so good.
Yeah.
If it's not working for one guy one day, they got plenty of other options.
There's too many weapons. Yeah.
And we got the little race between Mbappe and Messi here for the Golden Boot, which is a little side note that's making this even more interesting in the turn.
Yeah.
Now that Holland was there too, but now he's gone home. So
I mean, I thought the game was a pretty straightforward win. I think.
Yeah.
Morocco is a good team. I think they play well as a team, but they don't have the armaments
not to deal with what France has. And
it's too much. France, heading into this, Final Four, they have been the team of the tournament.
Oh yeah,
They've looked so lethal. They're just so fast in transition.
They really are.
And it's like if you go down 1-0, and you have to open up, it's very scary. That's maybe the thing when you even like in the Paraguay match, even after Paraguay went down 1-0, Paraguay still didn't come out of their shell.
Right.
Because I think they knew if they did, they knew what would have happened.
At least if you keep it 1-0, you might get a chance on a set piece. Somewhere.
Yeah, on a set piece. I mean, that's what they were looking for. They never came out of their shell.
No.
They just stayed in there for the 90 minutes. But this is going to shape up to it's a Titanic semifinal. It's Spain, the current Euro champion. I believe they took out France in the Euros. I think they did
on their way to the title.
So I mean, this team can beat France. They just did it 2 years ago. So
potentially the same path to the title for Spain here: France in the semis and potentially England in the final.
Potentially England in the final. So I think that Spain's going to have their own confidence about them. They're going to be able to. They're going to believe that they can do it because they've done it in the past. So
they may have the best tools to neutralize Spain, because if they can keep the ball, to neutralize France, if they can keep the ball the way they know how to, it's going to be hard for France to get that kind of attack going if Spain are, just possessing and
can disrupt them.
Unlike Portugal's possession, which has no purpose, it'll be purposeful possession. Because it'll keep France's attack at bay, because they can't attack without the ball. But and Spain don't give it away. That's the difference. Very rarely do they lose a ball off a pass or off of their feet. So
exactly.
So sort of, if there's a team that can do it, it's Spain.
Yes.
But we'll see. France has all the momentum. I feel
they really do.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. But I would, I still give the edge to France. But
if I'm being honest, I think for France to lose, they have to beat themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
As good as these teams can be, there's still distance between them and everybody else.
Or a goalie error.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like Mbappe.
Well, that might be their weakest spot. Might be in goal. So
Mbappe, his games that he's playing, the swagger, he just has like some type of demeanor in
there's something when he puts on that France jersey. It's different than when he's playing for Real Madrid.
Yeah, there's something that triggers him.
Just guys who can make a difference. And Dembele can make a difference.
Olise.
Doué.
We say Doué, Barcola.
You got Rabiot still putting in balls.
I think he's very good still.
Yeah, he's still very good. I was impressed with that.
Yeah.
And you got a striker on the bench in Mateta who doesn't see a minute.
Yeah. He comes in garbage time. Yeah. I saw him come in for a few minutes the other game, but
Man can switch to Portugal and get some playing time if he wants. Come on.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if players could do a switch?
That's why so many French-born guys go play for Morocco.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Yes.
Yeah.
For Morocco, for Senegal, for
you name it,
the Congo,
whatever.
Cameroon, wherever they came from, Ivory Coast. Yeah.
Yeah, Algeria.
Algeria.
I think Mahrez was born in France.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's further. So
just so deep.
Yeah. Unquestionable. Yeah.
So that's Tuesday's game. That's a 3 p.m. Eastern time kickoff, 12 Pacific, which in Portugal is, I believe, 8 p.m.
So would you guys go for predictions here? Do you think it's going to be? Would you say France? And the other one's very interesting. I don't know.
The other one's
very scary.
I think for me, I think it's going to be a rematch, but the other team is going to win it.
That would have been 86 and 1990 all over again. Argentina beat West Germany 86.
To go back to our earlier reference.
And West Germany beat Argentina in 90.
Yeah, it was.
I feel like
exactly.
That's what it's leading up to. I feel like it's leading up to the rematch and going to the other side.
Yeah, I feel strongly that way too.
I think it's going to happen. Yeah, I really do think it's going to happen. I think Argentina will beat England in penalties. I think it's going to be something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
England has to go to penalties. That's the best entertainment, because the terror in their faces when they get to penalties.
Yeah. They can't win the penalty shootout, and Argentina can't lose the penalty shootout.
Yeah, but that's
we got a Sparky fan in the chat, and
I think in France and Argentina, I think Argentina's going to win the penalties. Yeah,
I think he's right. Yeah, 3-1 sounds about right. Also
3-1 or 2-1. Yes.
Or 2-1. Yeah,
I was thinking 2-1. Yeah, but
and I don't think France will panic if Spain get ahead.
No.
So
no, they're too this. Yeah,
they're
too
firepower. No.
Yeah,
with their firepower.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, it's a good prediction. I think that's pretty much in line with what I'm seeing.
Yeah, so that's the World Cup.
Yeah, here we are. We're at the end already. I mean, it feels like it just started, but
yeah,
we've watched like over 100 matches at this point, but it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah,
it really doesn't.
I'm thinking, next time will be like March Madness, the 64 teams.
Hey,
dude.
I would say they already talked. I didn't think it was coming that soon. I thought.
I hope they don't. Longer. I hope they don't. That's
why they will. You know why they will?
Money,
because they want to get rid of that, and they want to get rid of the third place teams advancing.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
You got 16 groups of 4. Although someone suggested to me today, and I didn't think of this, it may open the door for a bigger a different format. It may open the door for a Champions League style league phase where teams are playing each other all over the place, and then you have a general table.
That might happen. Yeah. But 64 is clean because you chop that in two. It's 32.
As soon as they went to 48, I thought 64 was going to be around the corner just because it's cleaner. And having even amateur, I've run amateur tournaments, and it's a pain when you got third places and you don't know who's going where. Logistically, it's a nightmare. If you look at the table, it's like first A will play third from either E, F, G, H, and they don't. There's a mathematic formula that where
it's like an Excel
spreadsheet. You're gonna see some teams qualify, man. Like,
you get the Excel.
You'll see Taiwan qualify.
They want China. FIFA wants China. They're not shy about it. They want China and they want India.
We've been asking for a refund for like a month. Derek, you should last podcast. We all gave him an F.
Yeah, they got an F.
We did give him an F.
They unanimously received an F grade.
Yeah.
And we're usually pretty level-headed. Like, when we're on with Nino and people join us, they're like, "Wow, this is the most level-headed Portuguese soccer fans I've ever seen."
Yeah.
And we have the torches and pitchforks this time.
There was zero positives.
Zero.
Other than Diogo Costa, this was zero positives from this thing.
Yeah.
No one came out looking better.
No. Nobody came out and said, "Oh, this guy, at least here's everybody's stock dropped in this Portugal team," which probably segues to our next topic, which is Portugal. Jorge Jesus, manager, JJ, nobody's surprised. I think the writing's been on the wall for some time, and
he wants this.
He wants this. I think a deal was made in principle or on a handshake or something a while back, because as soon as Proença got back from the World Cup, he said, "Give me a couple of days and we'll have a coach." When that was said, I knew exactly it could only be one person at that point. And and we were saying off camera, Proença, this is a big decision for him, because if this goes, with JJ, it can always go one of two ways.
It's going
to be spectacular in one way or another.
This can go south.
Yeah, it can be spectacular, or it can be a circus show.
It could be a circus, and that's what I mean. You're going to have fireworks either in celebration or in riots. I mean,
Now, Derek, before we started, I know Mikey said he would have liked to see someone like Sergio Conceição. I said I would have liked to have had the coach that just left this team be there in Mourinho. Who would you have liked to have seen there?
I'm actually a fan of Conceição myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think his personality.
What we lacked in this World Cup was fire. We lacked urgency.
Fire. Yeah.
Anybody playing for him is not going to walk on the pitch.
Conceição is on fire perpetually. He's always on fire.
To a fault.
Yeah. So this is what this team needed.
Yeah.
Instead you had Martinez, the only thing he was missing was pom-poms. I mean, he was just out there.
He was a cheerleader. Nothing else.
Yeah, he's out there cheerleading. I mean, they'd take a shot, they'd miss it wide, he'd start jumping up and down. And that's that. He was just.
How can he say at the end that he loved the attitude? The worst part was the attitude. As bad as they played, the attitude was worse.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't say anything that it was
because it would reflect on him.
Yes, it was just dishonestly positive all the way through.
But even if it would reflect on him, as soon as they came back home, they threw him under the bus right away anyway.
Oh yeah, Proença threw him. I didn't like that. I didn't like that from Proença, because he waited until it was the popular thing to do, and then he was no longer his coach.
Right.
Then he didn't fit the mold of what he sees, and that they weren't playing the Portuguese brand of football. He had plenty of time to say that. He had plenty of time.
You had plenty of time, and more thought should have been put into this to who's going to manage this team. I think that at the time after Fernando Santos, I do think that Mourinho was probably like who they wanted. I think
and he was tied up at the time.
They weren't able to get him. But I think at that point you have time. You can have an interim manager.
Yes.
It's qualification doesn't get heavy for a little while anyway. So you had bad time.
Yes.
Because I'm sorry, I don't know, why a top level, a top shelf team like Portugal, and they are a top shelf
They
team,
are, yeah.
would hire a guy like this. I don't think this.
It's
It
not
just
like
made no
they didn't
sense after
just see him with
what you
Belgium.
saw, what he did in Belgium.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think much thought was put into this. There should have been more vetting. There should have been more consensus. I think that Mourinho can't do it. Oh, who's around? Oh, we'll go with him. We'll go with him instead. So I don't know. I thought this was it was a poor choice from the get go. I was never a fan of this man. Even prior to this, after this, I thought it was the worst decision. One of the worst decisions they could possibly make.
I'm going to put this comment up because this is a good comment. And he says, what is the Portuguese brand of football? Nobody even knows. We lacked an identity for years. 100%.
100%.
We lost our identity slowly after
we did.
Scolari left.
Yes.
And then we became... Fernando Santos, we had an identity. It wasn't one many people liked. It won us a trophy.
You're right. Yeah.
But we had an identity.
It was ugly.
It was ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was ugly.
I think we have the personnel to play brilliant football.
We really do.
So I didn't appreciate the way that Fernando Santos was running the team. It was a very pragmatic approach, and and you can point to the Euro. Of course, you can point to the Euro. But I mean,
the type of luck and the type of bounces that never going to happen again. Match after match after match. Have something go right.
No,
to put you.
I didn't enjoy any of the matches.
No. Enjoyed the result. That's
the only one that they beat Wales convincingly, but it's Wales.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
For me, it's like beating Uzbekistan. It's like,
but like you guys have been saying, we wouldn't have had an issue if you just showed some fight, and you didn't even do that. Yeah, that's the other main issue is that
you didn't get these guys ready to play.
Yeah, at least with Fernando Santos, there was some fight. They bunkered in and they played hard. They didn't play well, but they played hard, and they fought for what they wanted. They were out for a walk in the park this World Cup.
Just thinking about it. Ugh.
Yeah, it is frustrating, and we're getting ready for a Euro that's, I believe, going to be played in the UK. Is that right? Is it across, or is it just in England?
No, it's UK, Scotland,
in Ireland,
and Wales.
Okay,
all right. Great Britain.
So let's put all four of them in already. Let's do it.
Yeah, they're in. Right,
they're in.
Yeah, and create like 2030. They already have 6 teams that are in, right?
The only pause, already. Going to that climate, Portugal play well. Portugal always do better in Europe. They struggle when they leave Europe. When they meet humidity, when they meet heat, they don't. Which kind of baffles me a little bit because Portugal's one of the warmer places in Europe.
Yeah, in the summer it's sweltering.
Yeah,
right. But they don't seem to handle it well once they leave the continent and the old continent. And going to England, brings back memories, obviously, of 66, Euro 96. So,
but like you guys said earlier, this tournament with JJ, it's gonna be huge. Who he plays, who he brings onto the team. Does he freshen it up a little bit with guys like Matheus Fernandes? And maybe Akanda if he blossoms a little bit at Chelsea. Does he freshen it up, or does he continue the same rotation as Martinez does?
I think he's gonna gradually put new pieces in and mold this into his team. It's not going to be you're not going to see 11 new starters right away here.
Now, what does he play formation wise?
4-2-3-1.
That's what I was thinking.
4-4-2. He goes back and forth. Yeah, he goes back and forth.
It's more of with
he likes the diamond.
It was more of a 4-3-3 with Sporting.
Yeah.
Yes.
He did.
But he values the holding midfielder. Yeah. He's not going to go to a tournament without a true 6 like we just.
Yeah. I mean, for Sporting was William. Yeah. When JJ was there.
Painha before also.
Yeah, he created that that was the best midfield in Portugal when it was William, João Mario, and Adrian Silva. That was
right.
Yeah. He was he was behind that.
Comment here. He's right. He likes two strikers. That is true.
Yeah.
And
The DM is true. That's I
Yeah.
know for a fact that DM.
Yes, the
that we all
DM is
know.
huge for
Yeah.
him.
The
If you
DM is
wanna-
huge. It is huge. Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
go back? It was Javi Garcia, then it was Enzo Perez, and then
Yeah.
Nemanja Matic at Benfica, and then at Sporting, like you said, William Carvalho, João Palhinha.
Right.
There was guys coming through that, and he always has good midfielders, and
Yeah.
he likes two strikers. We saw it even in Saudi
And
Arabia. It was
like
Ronaldo
and
Felix,
he
so.
he has created strikers, like
Yes.
the Taco Rai became huge
Mhm.
with JJ.
Yeah.
JJ made Slimani.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Slimani became a goal machine after
Correct.
JJ showed up.
Yeah.
So we're hoping for that.
Yes.
I mean, out of that first year that JJ was with us, and we lost the title despite having 86 points and playing sensational football.
Mhm.
Same thing, his first run of Benfica. Benfica were playing sensational football.
And Flamengo.
They were winning teams that win the ball back quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, Benfica was stifling it, at that time.
Yeah.
So it's like, at what is he, 71 now?
71. He'll be 75
Does he
at the
still
World
have
Cup.
that, the energy?
Yeah, if he doesn't have
to,
that, then he's not
to
going to have
successfully
the
implement
same
that.
effect.
I think that's the big question. It's the big question, because I mean, look at Jose Mourinho. It's just you got to think about when Jose Mourinho started.
Yeah, I know.
When he was with Porto, and then those first years with Chelsea.
Yeah,
the energy that he brought those teams.
at Real Madrid. His last time there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was tremendous. But you have seen over the last decade a steady decline.
Yeah.
He wasn't the same coach that he was at the beginning.
Right.
Even his philosophy of the games, so much changed. He became
He
became a lot more pragmatic.
Yes.
People
forget the way Mourinho's early teams used to press the ball.
Oh yeah. I mean,
the whole park the bus thing was not there at the beginning. It was you lose the ball, you win it back.
No,
and he said it in his autobiography. He believes players rest when they have the ball. On defense, you work. In possession, you rest.
That's true.
Right.
That's absolutely true. He's going against his own philosophy.
Yeah, he has over time. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I remember the first time we played Mourinho, like Mourinho's Porto at the Dragão Wars. I think it was Shadow Zantes at that point.
It was in the beginning.
We were choked to death.
They suffocate you. Yeah.
Yeah, we were choked to death. We had no chance.
Right.
And that's that first year there was the football was so dynamic and so fast, and I just remember what they did. Won the Europa League.
Yeah.
Going destroying Lazio, and Lazio had a powerful team back then, and Lazio were powerless in that.
No, they walked. They destroyed everything in their path in that Europa conference or in that UEFA Cup it was called.
Yeah.
Then.
So that's why I would have gone with Conceição instead, because Conceição is still young enough.
He's he was a player of Mourinho's. So Conceição played for Jorge Jesus as well, though at Feyenoord.
But
I think it would have been
a player who played better for the national team than he did at the club level.
Yeah.
And he's a guy also that's devoted for that team. He knows what it takes to play for that shirt.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Be interesting to see how now this first international window is 4 games. I don't know if you guys. This was brought to my attention. It's the last week in September and the first week in October. There's 4 games. I guess they've changed the international calendar now.
Oh shit! Really?
Wow.
So there's fewer. What they're doing is there's fewer international breaks, but they're 2 weeks instead of 1 now.
Oh. Okay.
So we'll disrupt the league fewer times. So.
I like the international games, but I hate when they break up the league. Especially if you're really into the league,
Yes, which we all get very into.
Yeah, exactly. And if your team loses before the break, now you got to wait 3 weeks to play.
And if you're winning, you lose your momentum in the 3 weeks that your guys are away playing for their national teams. But I think, I'm curious to see who takes over that DM spot, that CDM spot for Jorge Jesus in this national team. Does he bring Palhinha back in? Does he go to Semu Costa? Does he? Who does he go to? There's other guys.
Yeah, I think
there's someone we're not even thinking.
I think there will be a true 6. Yeah. I think we missed the true 6 in this World Cup.
We absolutely did.
And I think Palinha would have been the guy for this job.
I think so too. I think that, and I think
Palinha would have been the guy for this job.
hindsight being 2020, that I think that's been
Or
kind of
does
proven.
Mateus Fernandes take that over if he develops?
Perhaps. He got his move.
Hey, he's
to Tottenham. He got his big money move.
Tottenham just paid $100 million for this guy.
Right.
Yeah. How do you leave him out at that point?
Right.
Yeah. His last year for Sporting, he was loaned out to Estoril.
Yeah.
And now someone just spent 100 million euros on him. So I don't know, whatever. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't frustrate yourself, Derek.
I know. Hey, same thing similar happened to Benfica, that Moreira guy.
Yeah.
It was 40 million to Strasbourg. It's like
Right.
And Benfica just let the guy walk.
Yeah, and now he's playing for Belgium at the World Cup. Or he's out at the World Cup with Belgium, I shouldn't say playing.
Right.
Yeah, so when you see that, you just want to break something, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, for me, the whole thing is it's up in the air. I'm not going to say that I think this is a great move. I don't know. I don't know. This can either go really well or this can go really bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Given how bad the World Cup went, I think people are generally more positive than they probably otherwise would be.
Yeah.
Because it feels like we've hit rock bottom, at least from a quality of play standpoint. I know the results can get worse. I'm not gonna say they can't, but as far as our quality of play and ambition, I've never seen it so low. It's just complete they're just disinterested, it seems like, when they're playing in the national team.
Right.
It feels like something's wrong in the locker room when teams get like that. So if that's the case, hopefully, Jorge Jesus is the guy to sort it out. But
I do hope they use Ronaldo in a bench role.
I was just gonna say that raises the elephant in the room. Does that mean we got 2 more years of Cristiano Ronaldo? Probably.
If he comes off the bench and plays the last 15, 20 minutes, I think that'd be great.
Right.
Yeah,
because then the rest of the time, we need to stop, trying to play for him.
Yes,
I think that's in the past now. I think that we have players, we have weapons. They have their own identity. We don't have to. I just saw too much of that in this tournament, where there were opportunities to take a shot. There are opportunities to carry the ball.
They just pass and they look for him.
And we're looking for this cross here.
And he's got 3 defenders marking.
He's got 3 defenders on him, and he's 41. So it's like,
41,
and you're not gonna outrun anybody.
No, he can't do that anymore. So
So
he can create a half a yard of space to get a shot off, but you got to get him in positions to do that, and you have the rest of the team has to create the space for him. If he draws the attention, that opens space for others, and whether it's Rafael Leão. Let's see where he ends up.
Someone has to take initiative.
I'm concerned for Rafael Leão and where he's going to end up playing his club football and what he's going to look like as a player in the next 2 years.
I'm it's very nervous about where he's going to be headed. Like if he doesn't stay at Milan, where are you going? Because I do feel like with Amorim's system, he would benefit from it. But I just don't know. I don't even know what teams are out there to spend that money for him. Yeah, because those English Premier League teams seem like they have their guys already.
I've heard Saudi Arabia, so that seems to be the destination for our guys.
If
I'm not mistaken, is that now where
Sporting just
heading?
We just cashed in big time.
We got the Galeno deal.
Yeah,
and so we had to take
it. Here he is. He's saying he'll go to
probably.
This is a sign of a lack of ambition.
Trincão, by the way, Mikey Trincão, he's getting 15 mil.
Oh, I know.
His salary is quadrupled.
How do you say no to that?
It's hard. I know.
And Derek, how old's Trincão? 27, 28? Like, how do you say no to that?
I think he's 26.
And
I can't say no to that. And I don't think a team in Europe would have spent that kind of money on things.
No, they wouldn't.
No, absolutely not. Because again, I thought Trincão had a good season. I think that Trincão is super talented. I think he's super talented. But what you need to be a top flight footballer is consistency, and that's something that he doesn't have.
Yeah,
right.
There were too many games where that guy's a ghost. And believe me, hey, they tried it. The talent is there. Barcelona spent the money spent money on him because of his talent, and it just didn't work. And then he got a second shot at Wolves.
Yeah.
Same result.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're playing in a top league, you have to be consistent.
Yeah.
And that's just something that he's not. He's sort of like the modern day Pedro Barbosa.
I see the similarity. Yeah.
I mean, the talent, Pedro Barbosa's talent was through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
There were some games where he was best, man of the match, best on the pitch, tremendous technical skill. But then, fast forward a week later and his name will get called out twice. So that just, he's, for me, I mean, he's just the modern day Pedro Barbosa. That's the way I looked at Trincao, But yeah, I mean, I think Sporting couldn't say no, which is, and
he couldn't say
it's 45
no to that kind
plus
of salary.
45 plus 5.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll see. We'll see how these players turn out. Yeah.
Turn out. Yeah. I'm just. I know that we're not.
How long is his
season
contract?
yet, but
how many seasons is he going for? Trincao.
Why do I have 4 in my head?
But I could be wrong. 4. Yeah, I think it was 4.
It's 4. I think it could be wrong.
I think it's 4. Yeah.
He'll be 31 when he's done then, right?
Yeah.
A little late to come back to Europe and
I don't think that league does you any favors when it comes to form anyway.
No, it doesn't.
No. I mean, it's fun, Ronaldo gets to bang in all these goals,
but he's in a stage of his career where that makes sense.
That's fine,
right?
João Felix is not.
No, he's not,
and neither is Trincao at this stage. It makes sense financially. It doesn't make sense in a term of player development.
No, it does not. It does not. And I think that what also keeps that league down is they have a quota. I think they can only 3 internationals can play at a time,
or 5, something like that.
I think 5.
So then, it's 5. But then, a majority of the team is going to be from the Saudi Arabian players. So
it's that national team we just watched.
We just watched.
Exactly.
They're all on Al Hilal.
We got to watch them. So yeah. Enough said. You're playing against those guys every week.
Enough.
So I mean, obviously, playing in a big league prepares you for big games.
Right.
Playing in Saudi Arabia will not prepare you for.
Right.
No, it just doesn't. Just doesn't.
No, it will certainly prepare your bank account, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have anything else you want to talk about before we call it a night?
Before we call it a night, I'm going to bring up what we've already talked about. Can someone in the league find an app and give us the TV rights here in the U.S., please?
Okay, yeah, we started talking about that in our.
There's so many streaming opportunities.
I ran it through AI, and nothing. There's been nothing printed. There's been no statement anywhere in regards to Portuguese league. TV rights.
I was hoping BN would pick it up since they had the Taça. They would pick up the league.
That'd be
that's what I was hoping.
That'd be the natural.
They did a good job with the Taça too. They did a good job.
We have so many streaming services, it's not even funny. Or if you're Sport TV, make it available internationally to pay a fee. You think people over here wouldn't pay for it? It's not that hard.
So is Fubo totally out?
I don't know. We don't know. Nothing's been. Everything's happening behind closed doors. So
all right, I'm holding on to Fubo just in case.
So much.
I was happy with that. I'll take that.
I'll take even whatever. I mean, we need to,
and I know there was a streaming service for the promotion playoffs that the league set up. I don't know. They aired it on their own streaming service. I think they made a website, and those two games.
It was like the Liga TV website or something.
Liga TV or something. It's I mean, they got it. There's between the United States and Canada, there's an estimated 1.8 million Portuguese people. You cannot keep us out. Portugal are the world champions of piracy. We know that. Everybody pirates there. We're actually, most of us here actually are willing to pay for a stream.
We're willing to
reliable.
pay. I don't care how much it is.
I want it to be reliable. I want it to work when the game is on. This is why I don't care for piracy because you'd never know. You could tune in and it's gonna spin and spin and spin. You're never gonna see anything.
You can't. Yeah.
I want something that's gonna work.
Yeah, and I'm willing to pay for it.
And I'm willing to pay for it. Exactly.
I'm willing to pay for it. It is, yeah.
But our league is
like
because there are so many obscure leagues that are getting streaming.
Derek just said exactly everything I wanted to say. Yes.
Yeah.
Like how
many real Scottish immigrants are there in the United States and Canada?
Not many.
You could probably count it on one hand.
And if our league is top heavy,
and their league is being streamed.
They're not even being streamed. It's shown on TV on CBS.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
That's the top of the streaming.
Right. I can't.
Yeah.
And
ESPN was streaming. They were streaming the Belgian league.
Yeah.
The Belgian league.
Even Saudi Arabia.
Nobody watched it. I don't think people in Belgium watch the Belgian league.
No. and then you got the Saudi Arabia league on the FS2. Like ain't nobody watching that. They're all at work here. We don't care about the Saudi Arabia league. Like,
it's incredible that, and my sense is that the league is asking for too much money, most likely.
That's what I think so too.
Yeah.
You guys remember a few years ago when I think it was actually Sporting's game got blacked out because they still didn't have they signed the paperwork and the season had started. And Nino let us in on this that like there was still a signature missing and the match had kicked off. They were playing and they were still waiting for a signature from
does
Portugal.
Gold TV still have the rights or no? It was only this season and it's over.
Gold TV doesn't exist.
No, but Gold TV
they had a rolling 1-year contract according to
it was a rolling 1-year contract. Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a rolling contract.
Okay, so they don't have any contract whatsoever because that's how Fubu got it. Gold TV was like, we need some money here. Yeah,
it was the same production company went to Fubo and said, "Hey, will you air this?" Basically, because the production company had the rights.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
It's gonna be cute.
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
I don't know how much Nino knows, but I'm gonna have to hit him up and see.
Well, I hit him up a few minutes ago.
Did
because,
you?
There was a Sporting. We signed a guy from Peru on the B team.
Okay.
From his favorite team. He's 20 years old.
Universitario.
And we just signed him to the B team. So I tagged him right away. I'm like, you know this guy?
Yeah.
So, we might have to hit up Nino. But listen, if I hear anything, obviously I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Of course,
right away.
Keep it running the loop. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, then. You guys up for coming back Thursday after the semifinals?
Thursday?
Or Friday, whatever.
Yeah.
Or Friday.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think Thursday's good.
Okay, we'll talk off air then.
We'll talk off air. Cool.
So, thank you everybody for watching, listening, and stay tuned. You follow me on X at Mike Agostinho at MikeAgostinho. I'll let you know when the next episode will be. But until then, enjoy the semifinals, boys.
All right, boys.
Take
care.
Have a good one.